I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah. I took a degree from the University of Utah, managed some stores for Safeway, and then ended up going to work for General Foods Corporation. I progressed through various jobs, ended up in White Plains, New York as a division sales manager in the beverage division, about $1 billion business.
Virtus is a pretty impressive guy. If you really get to understand his background, he is the top of the top in terms of CEO material for America. He has rubbed shoulders and has been mentors of some of the best CEOs in America.
I was asked to sit on a board of a small company that had been working on a technology for about 15 years. Numerous patents, a lot of research, and they were actually producing a product using salt and water. And when they told me that, they wanted me to go on their board. I said, well, you're going to have to convince me that this is real. How can you produce something from salt and water? And they said, we have a lot of research, extensive research, $10 or $15 million worth of research. The company that owned it was publicly traded, and they merged that company with an energy company, and after a period of time, 6 or 7 months, they started selling off assets.
He let me know that he was on the board of directors and there was this opportunity that was coming up on a product that he thought was wonderful.
But I told him, I said, you know, they have something here that they don't know what it is. And it's a lot more than they think, but they haven't figured it out. And I said, I'm tempted to put a group together. In fact, I think I am going to put a group of investors together, and I'm going to take a run at the company. And over the course of a year, we discovered what the product was and why it worked. We developed what's called the mechanism of action.
They discovered the product was based on redox biochemistry, a new field of science that emerged near the beginning of the 21st century. Redox signaling is a function central to all forms of life. Redox signaling molecules are created within every cell of the body and are vital to the immune system and to cellular repair and replace mechanisms. As one gets older, the body's ability to make these molecules decreases, a function of aging. The product provided a replenishing source of the exact redox signaling molecules the body creates, and in the same balance, enhancing cellular health. Knowing the product's shelf life was essential, Virtus and Jim challenged a team of researchers, including Dr. Gary Samuelson, to find a way to stabilize the product. After stabilization had been achieved, Virtus and Jim met with a group of university scientists.
We had told them that we had stabilized this mix of molecules, and they said, no, it can't be done. And we said, no, we have done it. And they said, no, it can't be done. And they were so adamant that they were slapping the table, and we said, well, wait a minute. We'll come back tomorrow and show you the product. So we took the product back the next day, said this is stabilized redox signaling molecules, both positive and negative molecules in the same bottle, stabilized. And they said, how in the world did you do this? So one of the big breakthroughs is the fact that we can stabilize molecules that you're not supposed to be able to do that. The molecules in ASEA are supposed to be fleeting. They should all return to salt and water in just a matter of minutes, and they don't.
We actually wondered if people would drink a product that didn't taste very good, even if there was a perceived health benefit.
And we said, let's find out. So we decided to find 40 people and create kind of a focus group, and we started giving it to them. We did that for about 2 months, and we said, let's go out and find out where we are with these 40 people. So when we went out and contacted them, we found out that the 40 people had turned into 135, and the product had been shipped to 20 different countries without our knowing it. And we said, well, we've got the answer we wanted. People will buy this product. When they determine that there is a perceived health benefit, they'll buy it. But in the meantime, we had contacted a friend, and he was running a very big pharmaceutical company in New Jersey, about $10, $11 billion. And he agreed to send a group of people out and spend some time with us and see what we had come up with. So 4 people flew out on a plane, and we met in the conference room we had on the west side of the city for the better part of a day. We spread out all of the research that we had out on the table.
And these gentlemen asked all the right questions. They thoroughly went through all of the science that we had, and as they do that, they'd call back to their headquarters and ask questions. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they came to us, and they said, we think you've got something really special here. we're going to write you a check that is large enough that you don't want to talk to anyone else. But there's a catch.
And I said, what's the catch? And they said, you've got to shut it down. And I said, shut what down? And they said, you've got 135 people on this product right now, shut it down. People have problems all the time and they deal with them as best they can. You're going to have to walk away. And that kind of took us back a little bit. In fact, I said, that seems a little harsh to me. And they said, you want to work with us, you walk away. We said, well, we'll let you know. So we ushered them out of the building and we huddled around the conference table.
We came to realize that this had changed for us from a business play to something very important. This was a cause, this was a responsibility. We'd seen too many people helped by this product. We realized that the only option before us was network marketing. And in that conference room on that day, we made that decision to form a network marketing company.
ASEA LLC opened its doors for business in July 2009 with just a handful of independent associates. Today there are tens of thousands, and their ranks are growing exponentially every month. In 2012, the company announced its entry into Europe, the first of many international steps to come.
Every company has a vision, but for Virtus and I, our vision is just a little bit different given our age. This is not about making $1 million. This is about changing 1 million lives.